We're halfway through the year now. And if, like most organizations, you would have done what you want to achieve, your goals in January. And so you're midway stage now. So it's a good time now to sit down and reassess where you are. Are you on track? And if you're not on track, what do you need to do to get back on track? And if you are on track, are you coasting? Is it kind of quite easy and you're not really pushing yourself? Or do you need to up your game a little bit? More importantly, if you achieve your goals come December, what is it you actually want to do? So what are your goals enabling you to do? I was working with a client recently on my influencer program for introverts, and they were delivering on their goals on a regular basis, but they actually didn't have a specific achievement in mind. They were delivering these goals, but they didn't really know what that goal was going to help them do differently. Now, they wanted to move into a more senior leadership role, but the biggest challenge they had was they didn't have the profile. And actually, it was interesting because within their goal, when we looked at their goal setting and what they were trying to achieve, increasing their profile within the organization wasn't anywhere on there. It was about delivering projects. It was about making sure that the team were cohesive, working together, and actually we're measuring outcomes. And I sometimes think that a lot of introverts assume that if they deliver the work and they're really good at it, they'll get recognized. And we know that is not the case. Many times I've worked with people and said, look, I'm brilliant at what I do. I'm really good. I always deliver, but I still don't get recognized enough. So what do you need to do? So that the big question here is, what do you need to do, not just to deliver on your projects and to deliver well, but what do you need to do to be able to communicate what you've done to those around you, to those people around you who make decisions? How do you have conversations with them to tell them, look, this is what I've done, this is the difference I've made, and this is the impact it had on the organization? When I met with this client and we looked at where their goals were and improving their profile wasn't on there, what we did is we came up with how they create stories that they want other people to use to talk about them. So it wasn't necessarily that they were sharing some of their stories, but also was making sure that the right stories were being heard, because when decisions are made, you tend not to be in the room. So when decisions are made about yourself, you're not in the room. Other people are talking about you. So you want to make sure that the stories you've got out there, they're the ones they're reiterating about you and your successes when you're not in the room, because that will increase your profile. That will give you many more opportunities that you wouldn't have access to before. If you don't control the stories will exist out there, and you want to make sure the stories that are being told are the ones you want people to hear. So in the comments down below, put down, do you use stories? What stories are you putting out there? And if not, when are you going to start using stories to increase your profile? Because it's a guaranteed way to increase your profile. So I'd love to hear how you're doing. Let me know, and we'll speak soon.